Fellow NATO members, the United States and Turkey, came close to confrontation in northern Syria last month, rattling the alliance.
The position of Turkey in the North Atlantic Alliance is a very difficult one. Turkey's decision to become involved in military operations in the Middle East against the wishes of most of its allies, including the United States. Turkey's decision to buy Russian military equipment.
NATO members say it's better to have Turkey inside than outside the alliance. Where American troops once kept the peace, Russian forces now patrol northern Syria. The US withdrawal has fueled concerns over America's commitment to NATO. French President Emmanuel Macron recently called the alliance brain dead and urged Europe to create its own security architecture. The comments elicited a sharp rebuke.
European unity cannot replace transatlantic unity. We need both, and we have to also to understand that, especially after Brexit, EU cannot defend Europe.
Europe still sees Russia as the biggest threat. Concerns over the US commitment to Europe's security are not borne out by facts on the ground, argues Jonathan Isle with the Royal United Services Institute.
The reality is that the Pentagon's spending in Europe is increasing. The number of US troops is increasing.
But the deployment of US troops in Europe is seen differently in Moscow.
Some of East European nations are trying to get American boots on the ground, despite the fact that Article 5 should cover their security, which suggests that they trust the United States more than they trust NATO.
US President Donald Trump has repeatedly demanded that European NATO members share the burden. Germany Wednesday pledged to meet the NATO defence spending target of 2% of GDP, but only by the 2030s.
The US president should be credited with actually banging the table hard enough for the United States to be heard.
More frank discussions are expected at the London summit. But tensions within NATO are nothing new.
And it's important for perhaps sometimes to repeat the cliché, the most successful alliance in modern history.
NATO will hope that is cause for celebration as leaders gather for its 70th anniversary. Henry Ridgewell for VOA News, London.